the beverages.
Well,
who doesn't want a libation?
Please sign me up. Maybe you're looking for something more than just wine, okay? That's why our next guest is sharing some creative cocktails and drink ideas.
Yes, so joining us live this morning is mixologist and beverage consultant Pam Wiznitzer. Welcome to New York Living, darling.
Thanks so much for having me.
Please, you don't have to ask. If you're bringing alcohol, you're always invited to New York Living.
I came on the right day to be the guest host on
I'm
the show.
so happy you're here to be a guest host today. This won the lottery.
You almost exploded his head in the commercial break, so we're going to have to get right into it. This first drink, we're going to do a little tap dance. We'll let you go over because this is very exciting for Dan.
No, say yours.
I don't know where to go.
All right, so here's the idea. Thanksgiving, right? What do we normally bring over?
Wine. Sure.
Right.
Wine is beautiful. I love it. But there's so many other things to drink.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to show you today is a really nice assortment of different options that we can have.
Okay.
Starting with things that are a little bit more known to you, like a spritz, and working our way down. Just to get options, right? Because we don't have to always drink the same thing.
Alex loves a spritz.
I was just going to say, I've actually am making a spritz for my family Thanksgiving. I might have to update it.
Well, this is a good updated version. So there's a brand new Amaro on the market called Amante 1530.
I'm into Amaros.
You love Amaro, right?
I do.
And as you said, like, a lot of Amaros are dark. This is a lighter in color. This is going to have a lot of fruit notes, orange, honeysuckle, baked apple.
That's luxurious.
Very fall.
So fall. It's so great. And what I love the best about this is that it's at 15%, so it's not going to be too outrageous.
Okay.
Works well in a spritz.
Okay.
So if we're going to get seasonal spritzy with it, I have made one that sort of incorporates some of those holiday flavors. So here we have white cranberry juice. Yeah. And we also have a little bit of lemon juice. And the reason being is because you don't want to disrupt that beautiful color.
This is a stunning bottle, might I just say. You're gorgeous, ma'am. You're gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Smell it? Get those, get the oranges on there.
Beautiful scent. Isn't that
This is heaven.
Yeah. So what I like to say for people for making.
Oh, she's dumping it right in the pitcher.
We're dumping right in. We're going to be doing a good amount of roughly about
good,
12.
healthy pour?
Heck yeah. No, your lipstick's going to get all in that glass.
Oh, my God.
The thing about spritzes is that you really want to showcase the color of the Amaro. That's such an important part.
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, and you want to create other like flavor dynamics. So I'm using a little bit of a cranberry orange seltzer that's going to go with it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what we're going to do is when you have guests over, it's best to let them serve themselves, right? Because you're already doing the cooking, you're setting the table.
That's true.
You're hosting with the mosting. So when you set up a little spritz station for everybody, you can have these beautiful garnishes out in front.
A spritz station.
Look at this, Alex. I know what you were going with the straws now. You wanted the
I was
fish
going to
bowl
put
this?
them right in. Thank you.
So
Finish each other's sandwiches.
you can go ahead and garnish as you'd like. Some cranberries. You can grab some orange
What would
slices,
you like,
lemon
Alex?
slices.
Manna, could you please hit me with one of everything? Or a nice heaping handful of the crayons.
Okay, now
I
what
love
do we do with this?
I
Lay it
love
on
a
top?
fire.
Right in.
What is a torched citrus?
Yeah,
Look at
it's
this, huh?
dry,
Do a little-
dehydrated citrus.
I love that.
But I want you to enjoy that while we kind of move over into another option that we have for
Here
the
you go.
season.
So can we just try this
sip
real
on the
quick?
spritz.
Cheers.
Cheers. Did you want one?
Oh, this is all you. I'm serving
She's like,
you
I drank on the
today.
way in. I had to test the merchandise.
Lovely.
Great.
This is so good. I cannot get over
If
it.
you're not serving this, knock out the other
Okay,
spritz
I got to
already.
call my mom after this.
All right,
Tell
so
her to.
maybe it's not spritzes. Maybe you want something different instead of wine. Maybe some sake. We're having stuffing.
Wow.
Sometimes we're having rice dishes, potato dishes. What goes better than pairing with that than some sake?
Oh.
Especially one that's made in New York.
Oh, I like. Okay, wow.
What? So in Hyde Park, just 2 hours north, there is the Desai Brewery. So remember, sake is made in breweries. And
Didn't
we have
know that.
The 23 and the 50, and what that means is the way that they polish down the rice before they brew it.
Yeah.
So if you want to try a little bit right here, we have the 23, which is going to be a little bit more robust.
Okay.
Which is it's full of flavor. It's nice and dry, which is really great.
I usually polish my rice before I cook it too.
Absolutely. It's not the only way to do it.
Oh wow, it smells like almost sweet.
That is lovely.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sip sake, right?
Or
Oh,
shoot
wow.
it. However it feels right.
You know, I
Sipping is great,
restrained. Normally, I would have just shot this.
Yeah.
Normally, when I drink sake, it's on top of a glass like this, and you go, and it falls in, and
And that's what we want to show is that there are other ways to drink it than
Keep it
just putting it
classy,
into beer.
really. Let's class it up a little bit.
And then
kidding.
the other one we have is the 50, which is going to be polishing the rice down to 50%, which is going to give you more of a roundness, a softness to the sake. So you'll see there's quite the difference between them.
oh wow, these are both really good.
They're good, right? But
Okay, New York. What's
Maybe
up, Hyde Park?
sake is not your thing. Maybe it's beer. And come on, we're watching football.
Yep,
True.
we are.
You know, we
Thursday and Friday this year.
And
got-
Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Good job, Dan.
So a beer that we totally love that has been on the scene for a long time is Dale's American Pale Ale. They're coming from the Oster Blues Brewery out in Colorado. And I love this, especially Pale Ale, because sometimes when you get into the IPA territory, you're like, oh my God, that is so intense. I can't do it. But what's really nice about this is that it has all of the lovely flavor and not as much of the hoppiness, 6.5%. So you're really getting all the bang for your buck. Yeah, I do like to give a bit more head. I know some people don't, but really a lot of the flavor in beer is found in the head of the beer. So, and it will obviously compress and come down. But that is always great. You okay?
That's nice.
Dave doesn't really drink beer often.
I don't really drink beer often.
Today you did.
But that is good.
Okay, so
That's very nice. It's light and refreshing.
Dale. I have to do another shot
but the
for
thing
this.
to remember is that not everybody drinks, and sometimes you don't want to drink, so we want something non-alcoholic. So what we have here is Dessois, which is made by two incredible women, one of them being Katy Perry.
We know her.
Yeah, we know her name a little bit.
Never heard of her.
And Morgan McLaughlin, who also distills spirits, so she knows a thing or two.
Oh, cool.
Really focusing on botanicals. So over here, I'm going to be using the golden hour to make a non-alcoholic drink.
Oh, you're going to do a whole cocktail for us.
Yeah, so we're going to grab that ice down there. Dan, you're going to help me and
Dan,
bring
put
it
the
over.
drink down. You have a show after this, remember?
I love this. Make
this
them
is
work. Make them work. All right. So the idea behind this is we're using the golden hour, which has a lot of herbaceousness. All right.
I like that. Some flavor.
Yes. So we're going to use just like a little bit of lemon juice, just a tiny bit.
That's lemon juice?
That is lemon juice, just a little bit. I pressed it last night.
Oh,
so
she pressed it. I see.
pressed it
Okay,
at
no
home
wonder it
last
looks
night.
so pretty.
Yeah, we're going to be using some pear nectar. I love pear nectar because you can find it in every single grocery store.
Oh, so you didn't press that last night?
No, this was not pressed by me, but I want to show how this is something you can make no matter where you are, anywhere across the country. And then we're going to be using Dessois. Also, by the way, the other Dessois right here, this aperitif, is also great in spritzes, and I thought about using it in that spritz.
Oh, you could do a mocktail spritz,
can.
a zero-proof spritz.
I think it's important, because everyone wants to feel like sometimes they're holding, a drink like everybody else, but they don't
Just
want the
the water.
alcohol. Right, they don't want water.
It's
This
important.
is great.
Listen, Thanksgiving's all about family. It's about inclusivity, right? It's about making sure everybody has something to drink and everyone feels welcomed at your table.
Totally.
I got these for my sister. I'm not really a big drinker, that one.
And also, you shouldn't cheers with water, so this is good.
Yes.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Right.
That is bad luck. You can also, by the way, buy this in cans, or you can buy it in a 750. So if you kind of want that nice, like, wine moment.
Oh,
like it looks like a full
milliliter.
bottle,
Okay,
just like
got
that.
it.
So I'm going to garnish
is
this with
this
some
rosemary?
pear, some rosemary, and a
That's
little.
lovely.
Listen, for a fact, some grated
Oh, not
cinnamon.
her shaving the cinnamon stick.
at this.
Only the best for all of you.
We love you.
This
Come
is-
on back.
Yeah.
This is very fancy.
Fancy,
very fancy
because
for us
every
here.
drink should feel like it's
The
a fancy
holidays.
moment
Look
and a
at this.
holiday moment.
Madam, thank you. Cheers to you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Dan. You all right?
Sorry, cheers.
Pam, where
That
can we
is
find
lovely.
you?
And you know what I like? That you get the aroma of the rosemary while you're sipping.
Isn't that great? So it goes with the
Right in the nose.
herbaceousness of the golden hour, of the Dessois.
This is very good. This is very, very good. Where
I'm
can we
so glad
find you
like
real
it.
quick?
I'm online. I'm just at Pam Wiz on my Instagram. I give lots of fun recipes, and hopefully everyone drinks well this holiday season, and you do too.
Amen. Be responsible, everybody, and we will be right back.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.